Hello, let us learn today how to obtain the transfer characteristics of enhancement type N-channel MOSFET using the simulation software Multisim. We'll start with the picking the component enhancement type MOSFET, N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. So this is the main menu bar. This is a standard toolbar. From this component toolbar, I will choose the transistor. So already I have chosen this, so it's giving me by default earlierly selected transistor. Now even if you are doing it for the first time, go into the section of these groups. In the groups, choose the transistor section. Here multiple transistor options are there. From that we'll go select N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. We'll go for the first option only, 2N6659. To choose the component, make it OK. So the component is placed here. Now along with the one MOSFET, to do the analysis using the characteristics curve, we require one more source. So in the family, go with the source options. In the group, select the source option. In the sources, power sources. So we'll use the DC power source as this one. Just make it OK. Again, one more ground connection is also required, which is part of the power sources only. In the source option, power sources, there are the two ground options. One is the digital ground with this symbol, ground with this symbol. So we'll choose this. Make it OK. So it is placed here. Okay. Now you can escape button or the close the window. Escape will bring you out of that window. Now to view these components more clear, I will just zoom in it. View, zoom in, scroll this bar. Now, so these are the components, DC source, one transistor and the ground connection. Now, I will move this onto another location here. Make this power supply onto the left side so the circuit is more clear. Now, I want to change the level of this voltage source. We call the voltage source as a get to source voltage. We'll change its name VGS. That is get to source voltage VGS. And we'll make its value equal to 4 volts. Instead of now it is a 12 volt. So in the this particular window of the DC power, if we double click the DC power, we have the multiple tabs. First we have changed the label. Now we'll change its value from the 12 volts to the 4 volts. Now it asks, okay, 4 volts only. Okay, make it okay. Now we want to join these components. Join these all components. Now when we are joining these components, as soon as you go to the ends of these components, it turns. This particular cursor changes to such a notation. It indicates we can have the connection of the wire from this point. Now I will drag it to this point and I want the turn. So just click it, it will make the turn. So join here. Join to this end. Similarly, from the negative potential of the battery, I want to do the connections with the ground connection. Do the connections here. So you can easily drag it and change the location. Again from the, so this is the enhancement type MOSFET. Drain, gate and source. These are the terminals. Now again from this source terminal, I will make the connection. So you have to drag it. And wherever you want the turn, just double click, just click there. So that it takes the turn. Now actually there is no space for the connectivity. So it is not allowing me to do the connections. I will escape this connection. Drag this ground symbol onto the downside. So now I can connect it easily. Yes, this is the connection. Now after that I want to connect this drain terminal with the gate terminal. This is the circuit completion. So circuit is completed. So this is a DC source with the 4 volts. I am given the label as a get to source voltage. This is the MOSFET. We can give the labels to this terminal as well. So this is the drain. This is the gate terminal. This is the source terminal. This symbol is of the enhancement type MOSFET. This arrow is pointing from substrate towards the channel. So in case of N-channel MOSFET, drain and the source, both of them are the N plus layers, highly doped N-type semiconductors, while the substrate is formed of the P-type. So P to N it is pointing. So P-type substrate towards the N channel, which is the induced channel. So P to N it indicates the conventional direction of current from substrate towards the channel which is being formed. Now we'll go for actual simulation part. So go to the simulation menu bar. In the analysis, we'll go for the DC sweep operation. So DC sweep is nothing but sweep or the changes in the values of DC parameters, and then we'll observe the effect on the component characteristics. So analysis parameter is the one of the analysis parameter is the get to source voltage, whose starting value will be 0 volts and the stop value. So we have specified VGS to be of 4 volts over here. So let us make this as a stop value equal to 4 volts. Now along with the analysis, now one parameter is the get to source voltage, another parameter is the drain terminal, that is a drain current. We are considering that as a output current. So in the output parameter we have to specify the current also. Now here directly I am not able to see the current, that is a drain current. So just right now I will close the window and I will have the provision. I will try to have the provision to get the label as a drain current. So from this instruments toolbar, there is one option, that is measurement probe. So choose this measurement probe and place it here. So probe 1. So probe is nothing but there is option as a part of the instruments only. The way we have the oscilloscope probe, multimeter probe, current meter probe. This is the probe that will help us to give the details of all these parameters when the circuit is in simulation mode. But I want only current parameters, so I will just double click the probe parameters. So in the parameter, deselect all the parameters and choose the required one. So current parameter is of important right now. So in the display, what should be the label given to this probe? Instead of calling it as a probe 1, I will call this as a drain current ID. So apply and then OK. So it is giving me the drain current. So this probe gives me the value of drain current only. Now I can change its font value to observe the readings properly. So I will make the font equal to 14. Apply and then OK. So the font size will be little bit increased so that we can take the readings when the simulation is there. So if I just simulate this, it gives me the value as a 4. Current value. Now we want to obtain the graph actually. Display. It is giving me the readings of drain current 1.463 milliamperes. Now to go for simulation, I will go to the simulate, then analysis and then DC sweep. Now I will be able to observe the analysis parameter is already specified. Stop value should be 4. Start with the 0 volts, stop value is 4 volts and in the increments of 0.5 volt. Now the output parameter, see here automatically it has been taken. Even if it is not there, you can add it on your own. In the DC sweep analysis window, when you double click, go to the DC analysis parameter, after that in the output tab, there are different variables. So from that we are interested in the drain current parameter. So make it OK and then again we have to go for simulation. Analysis, then DC sweep and from that output parameter, specify the output parameter. Once it is specified, then go for the simulation option. So we are able to observe the graph. So this is the graph. So here onto the vertical axis, we are observing the drain current, which is it is indicated in ampere. So this is milliampere. On the x-axis, it's a voltage. This is a get to source voltage. I want the white background. So here is the option. So background will be converted into white background, and if you click this indicates the grid view. Show grid and don't show the grid. So if the grid structure is there, it is easy to find out the values on the scale using the scale. Here the one more option is the show cursor option. So if you select the show cursor option, this window helps us to find the values given by the cursor. So which are the cursors? So these are the two cursors, cursor 1, cursor 2. Now if I drag this cursor, so cursor 2. So cursor 2, the details of cursor 2 are given by the x2 and y2 values. x2 gives me the values of on the horizontal axis, which gives the values of volts in volts. So this is millivolts right now. So 0.6 volts, that is nothing but 607 millivolt, and at that voltage, at the value of the particular voltage, the current value is equal to 106 nanoamperes, which is given by the y2 coordinates. So this cursor helps me to take the readings. You can drag this window. So what is the meaning here? So at this location now y2, here the x2 at 1.6 volt, I am able to get the current of 3.5 milliamperes. This is what given by the current. So here we can say the MOSFET is turned on. So it has overcome to the threshold voltage value, and that's why the current increases. So if we move to this point, at this point, x2 is 1 point. At the 1.3 volt, still I am not able to get the current in milliamperes. It is in nanoamperes only. So at 1.3, so 1.3 volts, then 241 nanoamperes. Still the values are in nanoampere. It means it is not turned down. If you right click on the cursor, it will also give me the values at the particular point. Add label at the cursor. So this will be adding the. So at this point, it is giving the details of voltage and the respective current value. Similarly, if I drag it further, I take some another point. Suppose let us take the readings at 2.4 volts. So 2.4, x2 is 2.4, and at that point current value is 56 of milliamperes. Again, if I right click it, it will give me the data labels. Add data label at the cursor. It gives the values at this point. Okay. So this is what the transfer characteristics curve, which gives the details about changing in the value of gate to source voltage, how the drain current increases. So for the initial value, it is in off condition till it reaches with the threshold voltage. So for VGS less than threshold voltage, the current is in nanoampere microamperes. Once we get to source voltage is above the threshold voltage, then the current increases and we observe the current value in milliampere. Now see, once you obtain the graph, there is a provision in Multisim where you can save this graph in the form of a PDF. How? Go to the file options and then print menu, select the print option. So it is asking us which the graph is to be saved. So page 2. So I have done simulation earlier. So this is page 1, this is page 2. So page 2, make it OK. So it will perform the do PDF option, do PDF. So path to be selected. So in the F drive, electronic circuits, and there it will be saved with the label of so let us call it as a graph 1. So it will save with the label. So the particular graph, it is saved in the form of a PDF. So you can use it for the your later reference key, how the graph was there. So this indicates the DC transfer characteristics of the enhancement type N channel MOSFET. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you.